Hey art friends, welcome to today's how-to. Today we'll be learning how to draw Bobby Bearhug. So first let's get started in the center of our page, and we're going to start by drawing a curved diagonal line that arches up towards the top of our page for our nose. On the bottom left hand side, we're going to curve this line around and then in towards the middle. And we'll do the same thing on the top, arching this around and then connecting that in the center. Moving up on a diagonal on the top right hand side, we're going to curve this line around, arching that down. And then moving across on the left hand side, we'll replicate that, making this one slightly wider. To close off the mouth now, on the top, let's arch this line around and then in. And then moving underneath, we'll replicate that, arching that up towards the top. On the right hand side, we're going to arch this line around and then in towards the middle. And then again, moving over on the left hand side, we're going to arch this all the way around, connecting that on the bottom. For the tongue now, we're going to arch this line over and then out. And then back in the middle, we're going to curve this around and over towards the right hand side. On the left hand side, let's curve this line down, and we'll do the same thing on the right. Let's draw in the eyes now. So moving up on the right hand side, we're going to draw in a small oval shape in the center. Let's move down on a diagonal and we'll do the same thing on the left hand side. On the left hand side, let's draw a small arch line, curving this around and then out. On the top now, we're going to arch this line all the way around, bringing that down and in towards that arch line. And then moving over towards the right hand side, in the center of our nose, let's curve this line up. And then bringing that all the way around and then in. For our eyebrows now, on the left hand side, we're going to curve this line up, bringing that down on the left. And then over on the right hand side, we're going to arch this line up, bringing that back down. Let's draw in our cheeks now. So on the left hand side, we're going to curve this line out and then in. Moving further down, we're going to curve this around, back up. And now from here, we're going to curve this line around and then in, ending that in the center. As we move up on the right hand side, we're going to draw in a little bit of the hand first underneath the chin. So we're going to curve a small line that arches around and then out. And now for our finger above this, let's curve this in towards our line on the bottom. And then we'll continue to curve this around and then down. And now let's continue to bring the chin underneath. So starting on this bottom line, we're going to curve this line around and then in. And now from here in the corner, we're going to curve this line all the way around and then up to close off the hand. Let's move up now, and on a diagonal, we're going to curve this line around and then in for the side of the cheek. And now moving underneath, we're going to curve this line back around and in. And now one more time, we're going to curve this down towards the bottom. And then for our second finger behind this, we're just going to curve a small line in towards the side. Let's continue to come up and frame in the rest of the head now. So on the right hand side, we're going to arch this line all the way around and then across towards the left hand side, just past our pupil. Moving further down on a curved line, we're going to draw a small arch line in the center. To the left of this, we're going to arch this line up, bringing it back down on the right hand side. For the rest of the ear, we're going to move further down towards our eyebrow, and let's curve this all the way around and then in towards the middle. And then starting back on that line, let's curve this all the way around and then back in. And now on the top, we're going to arch this line down towards the cheek. For the right ear, we're going to draw a small arch line, curving this up, bringing that back down on the right. Moving in towards the middle, we're going to curve this line over and then in. And then to the right of this, we're going to curve this back around and then in, blending that together. Moving down directly in the middle, we're going to draw in a heart. So we're going to curve this line around, bringing that in at a point. And then we'll do the same thing over on the left hand side. Let's focus on the right hand side first, drawing in the right arm. So first we're going to start in the middle, just closing off the torso, curving that up. Now from here we're going to curve this line across and then over towards the side of our page. In the corner here where our wrist is, we're going to continue to curve this around, blending that in, connecting that together. And then in the corner we're just going to draw a small curved line that arches out towards the bottom. Let's continue to curve this line around for the torso. So we're going to arch this over and then out towards the left. And then moving further up, we're going to curve this line all the way around, connecting that. Let's focus on our left arm first. So on the top, we're going to curve this line all the way out towards the left-hand side of our page. And now dropping below this, we're going to come down on a diagonal, curving this all the way out, making that a little bit shorter. For the wrist, we're going to draw a curved line, arching that up towards the top. For the thumb, we're going to start in the corner here. Let's curve this line out and then back in. Moving in towards the middle, we're going to curve this line around and then up. With this gap here, we're going to draw our first finger. So on the top line here, we're going to arch this line up towards the top, curving that back around and in. Let's move down now. In the center, we're going to bring this line up, curving that around, back in. And now one last time, we're going to continue to curve this out, arching that back in towards our thumb. Behind this now, for the back, we're going to arch this line all the way around and then in towards the side of the face. Moving up on a diagonal, on the left-hand side, we're going to curve this line around, back in. On the top, we're going to draw a small curved line connecting that. And then again on the left-hand side, we're just going to arch this line out, back in. Let's draw on our foot now. So coming further down, we're going to curve this line all the way out towards the middle, bringing that back over towards the left. We're going to start back on this line and we're going to continue to curve this around and down to close off the side of the leg. On the bottom now, let's curve this line out, further out towards the left. And now starting at this point, we're going to curve this line back around and in for the leg. To close off the ankle, we're going to draw a curved line from left to right, bringing that in towards our arch line. On the bottom, we're going to draw a small arch line, curving that around and then out. On the top, we're going to arch this line around, back in. And then one more time as we come down on a diagonal. Moving in towards the middle for our right leg, we're going to draw a small curved line that arches out towards the bottom right of our page. And then as we continue to come underneath, we're going to continue to curve this out towards the side. Moving further up, we're going to continue to curve this out and over. And now let's connect this. So on that corner there, we're going to curve this line out towards the side, arching this around and then connecting that in on that bottom line. For our ankle, we're going to curve this around, back up. And then for the toes, we're just going to draw two small arch lines, curving those around and then down. And that is it. That's how you draw Bobby Bear Hug from Poppy Playtime 3. You can pause the video and color it the way that I have done, or you can change your colors up if you'd like. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, and also drop a comment below suggesting any more characters that you'd love to learn to draw next. Thanks so much for joining me on today's tutorial, and I will see you all on the next one.